In this video, we're diving into how to set up a WordPress site using IONOS' hosting platform, step by step. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you launch your first website without needing a computer science degree. Now, have you ever wanted a website but felt intimidated by the idea of hosting, databases, and installation scripts? If so, you're not alone. Many first-time site owners assume they need to become programmers or hire expensive developers to get online. The good news is that modern hosting services like IONOS make the process accessible and affordable. Understanding IONOS, WordPress hosting. Why choose IONOS? IONOS is one of the largest hosting providers in Europe and has built its reputation on simplicity, reliability, and customer support. Their WordPress hosting plans are designed for beginners who want a secure, feature-rich environment without dealing with manual server configuration. When you choose IONOS, you get a free domain for the first year, SSL certificates, daily backups, and protection against DDoS attacks. They also offer 24/7 customer support, which is invaluable when you're just starting out. Selecting the right plan. Before installing WordPress, you need to choose a plan that matches your goals. If you're building a basic blog or portfolio site, a starter plan will give you more than enough resources. If you anticipate higher traffic or plan to host multiple websites, consider a more robust option with additional storage and memory. Remember, IONOS often runs promotions. Some plans start at just $1 per month for the first year, so check the latest offers. And to do so, you can click the link down below in the description, which brings you to this page right here where they're currently running an offer. You can get your website for just $1 per month with a 1-year term. So to get started, just click on Get Started. And from here, you can either go ahead and start searching for a domain name. I'm gonna just click on Proceed Without Domain. And here we are at checkout. Now you can go ahead and see that you can get a full year for only $12.13. So if you wanna get started with IONOS, just click the link down below in the description to get started. Installing WordPress using the Click and Build wizard. Now once you've selected a plan and created an account, it's time to install WordPress. IONOS' Click and Build wizard streamlines the process. So after logging in, navigate to your control panel and select Create New Website or Store. Choose popular open source solutions and then click on WordPress. The wizard will ask you to name your project and create an admin username and password. Next, you select your domain name from a list of those included in your plan. After you select Install, IONOS sets up WordPress automatically. This automation means you don't have to manually download files, upload them via FTP, or configure databases. When the installation completes, you'll see a new project tile in your dashboard. Clicking on this takes you to the WordPress admin area where you can start building your site. So once you go ahead and log in, we'll go to Websites and Stores, and we'll go ahead and set up this website here. We'll go ahead and call this WordPress demo and call this Start WordPress Installation. Now this will take just a second here, and while that goes into the background, we'll talk about some of the next steps. Configuring basic settings, general site settings. So as soon as WordPress is installed, we'll head over to the settings area in your dashboard. Here you'll set your site title, tagline, time zone, and preferred language. These details show up in search results and browser tabs, so take a moment to make them descriptive and aligned with your brand. You should also configure your permalink structure. Permalinks are the URLs used for your posts and pages. Choosing a post name format makes your links more readable and search friendly. Managing content and themes. WordPress uses posts and pages to organize what you publish. Posts are great for blog articles and updates, while pages are ideal for static information, like an about page or a contact form. IONOS provides a variety of free themes, or you can purchase premium themes from third-party marketplaces. Once you activate a theme, you can adjust colors, fonts, and layout using the built-in customizer. Plugins. Plugins extend your site's functionality. Be mindful not to install too many plugins, as they can slow your site down. Security, updates, and backups. Keeping your WordPress site secure is vital, especially if you're handling customer data. IONOS automatically installs SSL certificates, which encrypt the connection between visitors and your site. Always ensure that your visitors see the padlock icon in their browser. Now, in addition to SSL, IONOS provides malware scanning and DDoS protection behind the scenes. WordPress releases regular updates that address security vulnerabilities is an add new features. IONOS' WordPress Pro plans include a management toolkit that helps you apply updates safely and even test them on a staging site before pushing changes live. Finally, take advantage of daily backups. Should something go wrong, like a plugin conflict or accidental deletion, you can restore your site to a previous state. All right, now it looks like our WordPress has installed, so let's go ahead and click on Launch WordPress to head into the WordPress dashboard. So here we go. How do you want to create your website? We'll do it ourselves. So go ahead and close this IONOS hub here, and here we are met in the WordPress dashboard. Now, before we go back to some of those settings that we talked about, what I like to do here on the dashboard is just uncheck all of these boxes here, so the dashboard's nice and clean. I don't really pay attention to that stuff anyways, so it's just nice to go ahead and do that. So after that's done, we'll go to settings and we'll click on general, and this is where we can get our site title. So this is where you want, to put some thought into this. The site title as well as the tagline. You probably don't want to keep it as just another WordPress site. This is going to be very dependent on, what you do. For example, maybe you're a health and fitness coach. Maybe, I just put my name as my website, Eric Hunsker Fitness, here to help you thrive, or something along those lines. And then you can choose a site icon. And the next thing that we want to do, again, select your date format and your time format as well as your time zone. I'm Pacific. I'm actually not sure what, oh, here we go. Could we do America? Could we do Los Angeles? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and click Save Changes. Now, that other thing we talked about was the permalink. So you want to come here and make sure this post name is selected. So again, that way it will be your domain. And then again, this is that permalink structure. So it'll be like sample post. If you had a post called sample post, this is what it would be called versus any of these other options here. So if we were to go look at our website right now, we can see it's extremely blank and boring. So let's go ahead and fix that. So we're going to do so by adding a theme. So we'll go to appearance and click on theme. And then we're going to click on add theme here. And I'm going to search for the Blocksy theme. So let's go ahead, click install. Now let's go ahead and click activate. And then let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Okay, still pretty boring, still pretty lame, but we're getting there. And I'll show you why I like the Blocksy theme here in just a second. So we just installed and activated the Blocksy theme. Next we have the, it's going to say to install this Blocksy companion, which we want to do. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And then this right here, this is what I love about the Blocksy theme is it has these starter sites built in. Now you can go ahead and select the pro ones if you want the higher end ones that you have to pay for, but the free ones are honestly really good too. I actually have used one of these for my own website, but as you can see, they have a lot of different options here for a lot of different scenarios, but just know you can customize any of these to fit anything you want. That being said, for example, some of these are going to make more sense for some stuff like this modern shop, right? That's all based around shopping. If you're just going to have a blog or a personal website, you might not need something like that. Kind of similar to this one here. This is called gadgets. It's all about, selling technical, tech devices and stuff. So if you just have, again, a blog or something, you don't need that. But that being said, you can go ahead and make any changes that you want. Now, you can also preview any of these as well before committing to one. And you can also come in here and reinstall another one if you don't like the one that you selected. So let's go ahead. I'm going to choose a new one that I haven't seen in action before. Let's choose this tasty one. That one looks kind of fun. Now from here, we'll click on install child theme. I'll choose Elementor as my page builder, and then it's also going to install that plugin as well. So basically what that is Elementor is a page builder. It's how you design the pages and stuff. And so here you can choose between any of these three options. I'm not very familiar with Brizy, but Gutenberg is the WordPress kind of built-in page builder. I much prefer Elementor, so that's what I'm going to select. And then it's going to go ahead and install these plugins. I'll go ahead and click install. This takes just a second, and we'll go ahead and see how much better our website looks in about 10 seconds. All right, so it is done. We can go ahead and click on view site. We'll open that up in a new tab, and look how beautiful this website is. You can't beat it. And again, those starter sites are sort of designed around specific things. Like this is, around food and recipes and all that stuff, but could easily be altered into a travel website where you talk about different trips, gear, all that type of stuff. So as you can see, this is looking really good so far. So as you can see, we went from having nothing to a pretty good looking website that's ready to go. Launching your site and next steps. Now, once your content is ready and your site's configured, it's time to go live. With IONOS, launching is as simple as removing the placeholder page that appears after installation. Before doing so, test your site on different devices to ensure it's responsive and loads quickly. Many visitors will arrive on mobile phones. In poor performance can drive them away. After launching, connect your site to tools like Google Analytics and Search Console. Analytics show where your visitors come from, which pages they view, and how long they stay. Search Console helps you understand how Google sees your site and alerts you to any issues that might affect your rankings. So use this data to guide improvements. Perhaps your About page is getting lots of traffic, or maybe visitors are dropping off at your checkout page. Now, why WordPress? Benefits and use cases. WordPress is more than a blogging tool. It's a full-fledged content management system that powers millions of websites, from simple blogs to complex e-commerce stores. One of the main advantages of WordPress is its flexibility. You can add features as needed, whether that's a booking system for a service business or a portfolio gallery for creative work. Because WordPress is open source, developers worldwide contribute plugins and themes, giving you a huge pool of tools to customize your site. Another benefit is ownership. When you host a WordPress site with a provider like IONOS, you own your content and can move it to a different host if you choose. This contrasts with proprietary website builders that lock you in. Performance optimization, caching, and speed. And website speed affects both user experience and search engine rankings. If your site loads slowly, visitors may leave before seeing your content. To boost performance, enable caching through a plugin or your hosting provider's control panel. Caching stores a static version of your site and serves it to visitors, reducing the time needed to generate pages. Image optimization also plays a role. Large images can slow down loading times, so use compression tools or plugins to reduce file sizes without losing quality. Consider using a content delivery network or CDN to deliver your site from servers closer to your visitors. If your audience is global, this can significantly improve speed. Content strategy and SEO. Creating a website is only valuable if people can find it. A solid content strategy helps you attract and retain visitors. Start by brainstorming topics that answer your customers' questions. Plan a mix of evergreen content, articles that remain relevant over time, and timely posts related to industry trends. Publish consistently so that visitors know when to expect new material. For SEO, focus on writing clear, concise headlines and using keywords naturally within your content. Structure your posts with headings and subheadings and include internal links to guide readers to related pages. External links to reputable sources can also improve credibility. Always remember to write for humans first and search engines second. Building community and engagement. A successful website doesn't exist in isolation. It fosters a community. Encourage visitors to leave comments on your blog posts or share your content on social media. Respond to questions and feedback promptly and show appreciation for loyal readers. Consider creating a newsletter where you share updates, exclusive tips, and behind-the-scenes stories. This personal connection keeps people returning to your site and strengthens your brand's reputation. Engagement also comes from offering interactive content. You could add quizzes, polls, or surveys to gather opinions and ideas from your audience. Hosting webinars or live Q&A sessions on topics related to your niche can position you as an expert. Once you've built a community, leverage it by asking for testimonials or case studies. These social proofs demonstrate your value to potential customers and can boost conversions. Common pitfalls to avoid. Many beginners make mistakes that hinder their website's success. One common error is neglecting updates. Outdated WordPress versions or plugins can introduce security vulnerabilities. Set reminders to check for updates regularly and install them promptly. Another pitfall is overloading your site with unnecessary plugins or heavy themes. While it's tempting to add every feature, too many plugins can slow down your site or cause conflicts. Lastly, avoid ignoring analytics. If you don't track how users interact with your site, you miss opportunities to improve. Regularly review metrics like bounce rate, time on page, and conversion rates. Use this data to make informed decisions, whether that means adjusting your content strategy or refining your design. By steering clear of these pitfalls, you ensure your site remains healthy, secure, and user-friendly. That is how you get started with WordPress and IONOS. And if you want to get started with IONOS, we've got that link for you down in the description where you can get started for just over $12 for an entire year. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission if you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, discuss domain names, and so much more, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.